My name is Karen Anderson, and I survived a type A aortic dissection.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm 15, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Deb, and I'm a survivor.
I'm Stacy, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Roger Mallock, and I am a survivor.
Hi, I'm Gemma, and I'm a survivor.
I'm Viv, and I'm a survivor.
I'm Sherry, and I'm a survivor.
Hi, I'm Bob, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Kathy Jo Peterson, and I am a survivor.
My name's Andy, and I'm a survivor.
I'm Deborah, and I'm a survivor.
I'm Stacy, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Sally Ann. I'm 6 months post-op survivor.
My name is Elsa, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Sharon Hilling, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Jessica, and I am a survivor.
I'm Megan, and I'm a survivor.
Hi, my name's Sherry, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Vanessa, and I am a survivor.
Hi, I'm Oleg. I'm a survivor.
My name is Jennifer, and I'm a survivor.
My name is Jolene, and I'm a survivor.
I'm a pre-operative survivor.
I survived.
This is Cam Smith with the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm a survivor.
I'm Pete Johnson, founder of Rock from the Heart, and I'm a survivor.
Good morning and welcome. I am so excited to spend the day with you today. This is our third annual Rock from the Heart event, looking a little different this year. In the past, maybe a 2-day live event, a concert. We're still going to rock it here today, though. I'm so excited to MC and take you through all of the wonderful speakers and presentations this afternoon. And we just thank you for taking time to be with us today. I want to jump right in this morning to a special introduction. Amy Johnson is the founder and president of Rock from the Heart. She's been giving back since she was a teenager, and that was just a couple years ago. She continues to be an active volunteer in the local community. She has organized numerous events for chambers of commerce, the local Colon Cancer Coalition, the Delano Arts Council, and others. Amy and her husband, Pete Johnson, formed Rock from the Heart after Pete was diagnosed with an aortic aneurysm and aortic valve disease. And they struggled to find consistent information on this disease. So there were many stories that they came across of people who had died from the disease, but very few survivor stories. Their mission now is to reach out to the community through music and make connections to lessen the fears that people have on the journey from diagnosis to recovery. Amy and Pete have 5 adult children in their blended family, live in Delano, Minnesota with their 2 dogs and 2 cats. I know they have a busy life, a busy family, and I'm just honored that we get to speak to the founder and president of Rock from the Heart, Amy Johnson. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Hi. Thank you so much, Tammy. Yeah, and thank you for spending the day with us, to everybody that's here. And just to kind of expand on that, a quick overview of how we got here. As you said, we started this journey after Pete's successful recovery from his heart surgery. It was 2015 when he got that diagnosis of aortic stenosis and a 5-centimeter aortic aneurysm. I'm sure many of you today can relate to that sick feeling you got when you first got that diagnosis. Perhaps it was a call you got from the nurse, or they posted a note on your e-chart. Well, a few days, Pete had his echocardiogram. A couple days later, the nurse calls, says you have aortic stenosis and a 5-centimeter aortic aneurysm that will require surgery. Someone will call you to set up an appointment with a cardiologist within 2 weeks. 2 weeks? And I don't recommend you go to Dr. Google when you get that call. Go and get it in with your doctor. We couldn't wait. We made an appointment to see Pete's primary care doctor that afternoon. And the words I will always remember is before Dr. Prasanna even sat down, he looked at Pete and he said, "This is a good thing. We found it and it's all fixable. And this is not going to affect the quantity or the quality of your life." He proceeded to draw us a few pictures. He sat down with Pete to make that appointment with the cardiologist in 2 weeks. So, that initial interaction that we had the day of the diagnosis really changed our journey. And we know not everybody has that. Fast forward, there was 2 years between Pete's diagnosis and surgery where we lived on a roller coaster ride between appointments, riding the highs and the lows. That was a long 2 years. There was appointments every 6 months to monitor the progression of the stenosis and the growth of the aneurysm. Finally, the spring 2017 appointment, Dr. Campbell looked at Pete, looked at the charts and said, it's time. And Pete looked back at Dr. Campbell and said, I guess it's time to man up and get this taken care of. Before the surgery, Pete and I talked a lot, and he thought about how lost and disconnected we felt through that entire process. We were so fortunate to have a superb medical team at the Minneapolis Heart Institute to guide us. But on the personal side, we felt very alone. And Pete said to me, he said, when I get to the other side of this, I'd like to do something to help others that are diagnosed with this condition. The internet is full of so many horror stories. Pete stayed away from the internet, but I would spend hours searching for stories of hope, searching for photos or videos of people that were living their lives after heart surgery, and it was so hard to find. When we defined our mission, what we wanted Rock from the Heart to be, when we decided we wanted to do something, it started as an idea that we were maybe going to have a small concert with Pete's band, because he's a drummer, do something maybe at the Legion or a local event center. But it just kept snowballing. And our first year, in the last 2 years, we've had a rock concert at the Pantages Theater with our favorite band, Night Ranger. And next year, we hope to be back with that. But our mission here isn't to be medical experts or to provide medical advice. First, we want to be here to bridge that gap. We want to support families from diagnosis to recovery, giving them that help they need on what can feel like an isolated and difficult journey. And the second is sharing these stories of hope. Seems in this world it's so much easier to find the bad news, but we want to fill the airwaves and your Google searches with stories of survival. Our Rock from the Heart events are always patient-focused. They're designed to help you make connections, connect the people who are pre-surgery with survivors, connect them with caregivers, medical professionals, and others that are affected by aortic disease. During our normal events, we have networking opportunities. Today, we're going to have Zoom rooms that we'll talk later about, where you'll have more opportunities to connect, and the community rooms in the chat room, so take advantage of those. Knowledge is powerful when it comes to your health, and aortic conditions are no exception. We learned firsthand how frightening the diagnosis of aortic disease can be, but we also know that it doesn't have to be that way. And we want to help people become aware of these conditions while also feeling informed about the reality of what lies ahead. So thanks again for all of you taking time out of your day to be here with us. And a huge thank you to all of our speakers and the behind-the-scenes tech crew who worked so hard to pull this virtual event together. Back to you, Tammy.
Thank you so much, Amy.